went through 2 programs through the workforce development. Before that, I had spent roughly 21 years in the Department of Corrections due to substance use disorder. And so I started going to lane change during my recovery journey. And I was working at another place doing housekeeping for a seasonal resort. And some things happened, and I decided that I would like to be working in the recovery field. So I went out to the Career Center and asked them about grants, and they hooked me up. Is what they did, which I thought was pretty cool. You know what I mean? Because they enabled me to work here for the first 6 months. With the first 3 months were no cost to my employer, and the next 3 months were they paid half of my wages, which by the time we're a nonprofit, so by the time that my wages were being able to be paid, it allowed the company to make a way for me to get employed here full time. The Career Center enabled me to live out my calling, you know. And since I've come to work at Lane Change, I've gotten to work with a lot of families who have children in foster care and develop relationships with the Department of Family Services, so that like in the beginning, they didn't trust me, you know, so I've been able to build trust with them, and I'm getting ready to go through the family support training so that there's another element, and it's all because I contacted the Career Center and was able to be involved in the program that they have. My first grant was up. They were like, we're going to try to figure something out to help you stay employed there until they can come up with the resources to employ you. And I thought they went above and beyond in helping me. I wasn't someone who deserved the help. You know, at that point in my life, I didn't know that I was someone to deserve the help, you know, and it helped build a lot of confidence in my life. And like, it's changing not just my life, but other people's lives every day. And that's absolutely amazing. Through my recovery journey, my entire family, who all of them struggled with substance use disorder, and my entire family is in recovery today. And it all just really goes back to being the change that you want to see. I wasn't sure whenever I started this. I thought there were a lot of times whenever I thought maybe I was going to ruin people's lives, you know, because that had been what I'd been doing, was ruining people's lives. And so I wasn't sure I could break out of that. So the base pay for the grant, whenever the first grant was over and we were going into the second grant, they went to Lauren, my boss, and they were like, so you're going to give her a raise, right? And then after the grants were over, I just got through with the follow-up with them, and it's been a year and a half since, you know what I mean? And they are still reaching out to me and making sure that everything's all right. And am I still happy at my job? You know, and that's, you don't find that. You really don't find people that care enough about the job that they're doing to ensure that you're happy at your job. My oldest friend's ex-husband, worked here as a peer specialist, and I had been arrested with another case, and I was facing 35 years non-parolable in prison. So I came to him and I said, look, I don't know if I'm going to go to prison for the rest of my life or not, but I know that whenever my kids look at my life, I can't be the same person I was the day that I got arrested. So he walked with me and mentored me to become a different person, because I was institutionalized. I couldn't spend 5 minutes in the living room without having a panic attack. I was so used to living in a cell. And so he walked me through that. He helped me learn how to become a member of society instead of an inmate, because to me, prison was home, While I was coming and working at another place, I was doing groups and I started co-facilitating groups. And so I knew, even in my addiction, that I wanted to help other people overcome their barriers. And I knew that I couldn't because I was high. So working with Lane Change as a participant, as a client of Lane Change, I learned that even as a client, I had the ability to help other people see that there was something different. And he encouraged me from day one to become a peer specialist. And I was like, no, that's not for me. I'm a housekeeper. This was where I was supposed to be. And so I told Lauren one day, I was in treatment court, and Lauren is a member of the treatment court team. I told Lauren one day that I wanted to start working here. And she says I'm homegrown. Watching people get it, my hope is like that no addict die alone. And we help people with all kinds of things. We help them get into treatment. We help them get into sober living. We help them get into trauma therapy. And it's a blessing that I get to do this. Well, I was completely computer illiterate. They allowed me to have the time to dedicate. Chromebook for seniors is what I ended up getting, giving me the space to build my own confidence, and them helping me to build my confidence. Because like anytime that I thought that maybe I wasn't doing a good enough job, all I had to do was call Donella and talk through with her. You know what I mean? And she would come to the office and visit me. Who does that? Like, where can you get that type of service provided? You know, phone conversations that were uplifting. Dude, I can do flyers. I can make T-shirts. I can do banners, spreadsheets, timesheets. Like, I can do all things computer almost now. And I've gained a lot of people skills. Like, I used to be pretty abrasive, and now I'm not as abrasive. Oh, do it. If it's your passion, what is your passion? What excites you whenever you think about it? Figure that out, and figure out if you can pursue that. Like, is there a way to make that your career? And workforce development, they will help you figure out how to do that. They will help you find a program that can put you in the line of your passion. I am 42 months and 15 days in recovery today. Will be forever grateful for the opportunity that I was given by the workforce development. It has changed my life. Not just my life, but my husband's life, my children's lives, my whole family's life, really.